Welcome back to the Empire of Ireland. How's everyone doing today? I think today we're going to go to war. In the last episode, of course, we did sort out most of our vassals. If we go ahead and look at the opinions, well, that's not looking so impressive. But at least England and Scotland and Sweden seem to be back under our control. So we'll go ahead and look at the factions. There's not too much dangerous stuff happening. Such as these guys, they're simply just too weak to send an ultimatum, same as these, so I don't think we have anything to worry about if we were to go to war. But first things first, let's go ahead and look at our court, because we don't really have money, which is a bit of a problem. And I'm thinking, the fact that I'm a learned man, I do see an opportunity to put this money somewhere else. So if we just went down by one step in all of our royal court, that would save us about 6 gold per month. And then with that 6 gold, if I go ahead and apply this now, there we go, looking much better. It shouldn't change our court too much. With that 6 gold, what we can do now is go ahead and create another regiment of siege equipment. That way, if we go to war, we can siege twice as fast, at least in theory. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to splash some of that cash to... Oh, that's the existing one. Let's go ahead and splash some of this cash we just recently acquired to upgrade this, and that should be more than fine. There we go, and we're still making a bit of profit as well. So what we're going to do here... Oh, dynasty head has changed. The Queen of England is now the dynasty head. That shouldn't last for too long, and we do in fact have a dangerous faction. They're going to send an ultimatum in 10 months. No, not anymore. Okay. Confusing stuff with the dynasty head and factions. No idea what's happening. I'm back on the battlefield. The mud is clinging to my boots. The rank stench of the dead assaulting my nostrils. Once again, I'm reliving the day Prince Bragi of Sweden declared war on me. I wake up gasping, cold beads of sweat clinging to my face. Eifely stirs beside me, but doesn't wake. I must deal with my troubles alone. I'll never lose again, so obsessed with vengeance for 20 years. Yes, we're never going to lose to Sweden again. They've been our rivals for quite a while now, and we definitely won't lose to them. Right, let's go ahead and upgrade this one more time, because we have the gold now. We could also upgrade some of these bowman regiments, but we'll hold off on those for now. My daughter Lucia has just finished a lesson held by Astrad on the management of the treasury and the gold therein. But it seems that only the bits mentioning gold have stuck. Now she is levying small taxes from all the servants she can chase down, much to their collective annoyances. So my daughter here is greedy. She's only 9 as well. That's right, nothing is more important than gold. Just like her father, it seems. That's fine. Greetings, my thoughtful liege. I have arrived in Dublin to pay homage to you, glorious emperor, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honour. That it is. Let's go ahead and show her in at once. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Countess de Buffogel, who is soon announced and ushered before me. She kneels in deference, offering nothing but her oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the Empire. At last I bid the Countess arise, confirming my satisfaction, and de Buffogale's rights to the land she rules in my stead. Serve me well. There we go. No gold, but it does seem we're going to get the usual prestige, and renown, which is fine by me. Now, if we look up here, our siege equipment is almost fully raised. A new faction created against me there as well, which is a little bit unfortunate. When it comes to factions, though, I think we're mostly okay. Yeah, they're all too weak to send an ultimatum, so I think we can safely go to war. We'll learn soon if we can or not. We can ask our head of faith for some gold. Let's go ahead and do that. 568 gold would definitely help increasing our men-at-arms here. Greetings, Emperor Wolfman of Ireland. I've considered your plight and decided to grant your request. May these funds help you spread the true faith in your lands. Thank you. That's going to go a long way. So I see, do we want these Huskarls? We're currently buffing bowmen, so I kind of want to focus on those, really. Let's go ahead and increase that. We'll increase them evenly here. I'm actually going to disband these Huskarls. That should save us a bill of gold, and we'll just focus on bowmen, because that's what our buildings are focused on. buffing anyway. Hook on me has expired. Okay. So we have 2 units of siege equipment. We can have 2 regiments of bowmen for each of those as well. So if we go to war, we should be fine. Dangerous faction. Okay, now they can send an ultimatum. Let's wait for them. Oh, she just became a jester. My daughter-in-law, old one, has given birth to a daughter. Since the little one is a part of my dynasty, she should be blessed with a good name. Bardub. There we go. May you grow strong and wise, Bardub. Let's go ahead and wait for this ultimatum. And we'll crush them before we go to war again. We've learnt our lesson. While hosting lords and ladies from realms near and far, some opportunities to portray my steward, King Astrid, in a good light have presented themselves. My lord, pray tell, who is the most noble person you have heard of? Well, me, of course. King Astrid, without a doubt. We are trying to improve relations with the King of Sweden. We did recently appoint him, so let's go along with that one. I don't think we actually have much to worry about. Oh, 10,000. No, we do have something to worry about if they do send an ultimatum. With his coming of age by tuition of Harold is at an end. With sufficient tutelage, even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards scholarship, such as Harold, can come to truly understand any subject. His understanding of philosophical and theoretical works is impressive, and he often engages in debates with his former teachers. Even at such a young age, he can be heard quoting obscure passages to support new ideas and theories. They grow up fast. Okay, so that's my son there. Strong and comely. Let's go ahead and find you a good wife. I will... Let's see. Religion, Irish Orthodox. We're also going to find you someone with good traits. Why not? Like Condal here. She's pretty. So that could be a good one. What about alliance power? Not really anything going on there, is there? So you like... So you're trusting... You don't like impatient characters. You don't like cravens. Okay, I think these guys are actually a good match. Let's go ahead and marry them off then. My son's going to lose a little bit of prestige, but that's okay. I've managed to get him a good wife there. I feel like can imprison criminals. To the thoughtful wolf, may I gladly accept your marriage proposal. I will graciously take the hand of your son Harold in holy matrimony. May we find strength and support in our union. Excellent. I need to find strength and unity in my army when this faction arrives. That's a lot of manpower they bring. To my liege, you have something that should legitimately belong to me. Relinquish it at once. The Queen of Wales here. Am I using this? Eggenacht Rifle and Saga. Oh, the game was unpaused. I hate how this happens sometimes. The weakness that has plagued my daughter since her birth has finally released its hold on her. Relief washes over me as I see Gunhilda running around with all the other children. That's good though. I'm happy to hear that. Right. So this Saga would probably be in my royal court. Yeah, we are using it. Oh, there's multiple. There's multiple of the same name. I'm just going to say no to this one. Yeah, let's go ahead and say no to that. That's fine. Absolutely fine. What we can also do is go ahead and improve all of these men-at-arms once again. We have the spare gold, so why not? And our gold should balance out once we finish recruiting these as well. If we just go ahead and keep an eye on this. Any second now. There we go. Our gold has balanced back out. So we can probably increase those once again in the future. One of my Earls has converted to Anglo-Irish from Swedish. Welcome, my friend. Greetings, my thoughtful liege. I hereby invite you to a feast at my court in Aalborg. It will be a grand affair worthy of your honourable presence. It will be my pleasure. Free food. Never turn down free food. The flightly white hart I'm hunting comes to me in a dream, judging me with its deep eyes and flaunting its pristine coat of fur. We stand in the plains, everything around us silent, and no matter how I move, I get no closer to my prey. As I claw myself awake, I feel my resolve hardening. So we're focused on the hunt for 10 years. It will not elude me much longer. Every guest is gathered in a great hall, and our gracious host, Countess Elfled, has welcomed us all to the feast. This better be worth my time. That doesn't sound... sounds a little bit impatient. Am I impatient? Ah, it's probably because I'm shy, of course. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my witless vassal, Countess Elfled. She inquires about my opinion on the blessings of marriage, a subject she is deeply interested in herself. Sure, it's a subject that fascinates me as well. There we go, we made a friend as well. That's one less vassal to rise against us. Antiquarian position has been vacated. Died of old age, so nothing suspicious there, I hope. It is such a joy to see my friend Countess Elfled. Once again, we eat, drink, and sing together, as if no time has passed since we parted last. That's because we were literally just eating food with her. We could have been dining in a barn, and this would still have been one of the greatest feats I have ever been to. What would life be without Elfled? Indeed, what would it be without some good friends? Oh, Liam's not in my court, is he? No, he is. We can designate a guardian for him. We want someone with good martial, ideally, so let's go ahead and pick my knight. In fact... oh no, my wife doesn't have that good martial. Let's go ahead and allow my knight to educate my son. Hopefully that will sort things out. My daughter here, she's rowdy. Let's go ahead and put her on intrigue. Why not? Do we have anyone really good at intrigue, my guest? My wife, there we go. My wife can educate my daughter there. And then my other daughter, she's also rowdy. Let's give you a martial education. Have a nice spread of skill set here. And my knight can educate my daughter as well. There we go. That's all looking smooth there. We do have a bit of spare income. We don't have enough gold to upgrade all of the men-at-arms, though, sadly. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my acquaintance Earl Elfwine goes on and on about the blessings of marriage. And that was how we salvaged that mess. Are you sure I am not boring you, my lord? No, please do go on. Please do go on. Everyone's talking about marriage at this feast. Interesting. Right, we need a new marshal. Who's lost their position? So we've got the Queen of England. The Queen of Scotland has lost her throne. And it seems the new leader of Scotland doesn't have that good marshal. Where are they? Queen of Scotland, you have 5 marshal. You are very good at diplomacy, though. Right, let's go ahead and appoint you as the marshal anyway. If I saw by diplomacy. You should be up here. And then what I can do, how is your marshal? You have 10 marshal. Oh dear. I think we're just going to have to swap them around here. Should be fine. 10 marshal isn't the biggest, but at least we have the Queen of Scotland on my council still. I'm not quite sure why she left my council. But we're bringing her back. She must serve the Empire. What a feast! I will remember the days spent in Countess Elfled's halls for a long time to come. Now it is time to wash off the traces of merriment and wine and once more resume my duties as Lord of the Realm. Farewell, my friend. We have gained stress, though, because we're shy, unfortunately. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. How long have we got left on this faction? 6 months. Okay. Oh, you joined this. Are we in trouble here? We should be fine, right? I do have some alliances. They're not huge, though. I think we should be okay. We do have children if we do need an emergency alliance, so that's fine as well. For months, Manuel Dux Constantine's bishop has been digging up spurious contracts and fabricated histories. Now Dux Constantine dares act as if all amounts to a legitimate claim on the county of Saventi. Ah, damn you. Fabricating claims on the Empire of Ireland. You'll pay for that. The Danish insular populists have disbanded, though, which is nice to see. My recent endeavours within the realm of theology have given me a greater appreciation for God's representatives on earth. Trying to express some of these feelings, I would draft a letter to the Princess Archbishop Theoctitse. I sit down with a scribe and together we craft a truly splendid letter highlighting her holiness. Only superior god. So we're not going to pick these. Yeah, these are stressful. Sure, we gain some piety for that. That's fine. Once we crash this uprising here, we'll go and change our focus to Scandinavia and hopefully take the remaining lands of Denmark. That would be a nice goal for today's video. That was the plan. But of course, vassals being vassals, they never want to live in peace and harmony for that long. We do have a new learning perk though. Let's go ahead and get restraint. We can take the embrace celibacy and abandon celibacy decisions. Get our way down to whole of body. Now, I do have plenty of children. We have 8 children here. So I think succession is rather safe. So what we could do is embrace celibacy, because we become celibate and it is a very pious thing. And, you know, we are a devoted servant. So I feel like it would make sense. So let's go ahead and embrace celibacy. A life devoid of carnal pleasures will bring me peace and satisfaction. A new life begins today. There we go. Does that give us any new stress relievers? I don't think so, does it? That's fine. That's fine. We should be all okay there. How long? Much longer? Okay, they can send an ultimatum at any time. We're just waiting for that ultimatum now. I wish I could force them to send it. This independence faction can also send an ultimatum in 21 months as well. They're probably going to line it up. To my liege, the right to rule Ireland belongs to Crinnock by divine right, and we have gathered the support required to make it so. Accept this fact peacefully, and we will make you do so by force. I will not be threatened. So there we go. They are finally pushing that 12,000 manpower. Wow. Let's rally the troops. I hope we don't lose too many levies here. We can call allies to war. I'm going to do that. We desperately need to defend against this. Look at that. Half of the empire almost is essentially rising against us here. We don't have a war target, do we? No. What I might do is raise the men down here. Siege all this. Just make sure we control all of Ireland. That should be fine. Let's just start by raising the men-at-arms. We might not need more than just those. Actually, we probably will need more than those. And we need a new Chancellor now as well. Okay, what I'm going to do there is let's move the Queen of England back to the Chancellor position, because she's very good at that. And we'll just... Here we go. My vassal, commander, and knight. We're going to assign him to be my marshal. That fixes things just for now. Now, how do we do this? Split off a new army. Let's go ahead and move the siege equipment across, and as well as 2 of these. We could also move some of our, let's say, just every other champion or something. Just so we have some of those gone off. Select army. Is that what I press? And then we just need a commander. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've got 2 armies. Let's go ahead and siege down these lands. We should be able to do that quite quick. They're going... these are the guys with... We need to raise the levies as well, I think. I think we're just going to have to raise everyone. To the aromatic Emperor Wolfmare, of course, I should join you in this war. Our foe shall learn to fear the men of Galaty. Excellent. Excellent. So we've got some allies joining us. I think these guys are going to have like 10,000 manpower, right? Only 5,000. Okay, that's not actually that scary. To the solitary Emperor Wolfmare, of course, I should join you in this war. Excellent. There we go. Our allies coming to help us. You always love to see that. Now, I might have to keep these 2 men-at-arms armies together, actually. In fact, you 2 just work together to siege this. It should be taken very quickly anyway, I imagine, with all of our siege equipment working together. Yeah, 30 days, that's absolutely fine. In fact, we might as well just combine these 2 armies. Why not? There's no supply issues. There we go, that problem's solved. Greetings, my thoughtful liege. I've arrived in Dublin to pay homage to glorious emperor as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honor. Ah, my vassal and friend from the feast. Let's go ahead and show her in at once. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Countess Elfled, who was soon announced and ushered before me. She kneels in deference, offering nothing but her oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the Empire. At last I bid the Countess arise, confirming my satisfaction, and Elfled's rights to the land she rules in my stead. Serve me well. Again, though, no gold. Okay, the armies are arriving now. Let's go ahead and bring in reinforcements. Okay, they're actually selling sail. In that case, I think we can safely do something like this. We just have to be careful about any supply issues we might come across. I was watching Lucia play with the other children when Arn tried to push her over. Lucia took it all in stride and sat down to talk to Arn instead. Lucia knows to turn the other cheek when needed. Ah, my daughter is forgiving. Quick to move on from most things. There we go. Nice to see that my daughter isn't very sinful. At least. Oh, we've inherited some artifacts, okay. We'll maybe gift those away at some point. For now, we'll just put them in storage and kind of forget about them. Some of my councillors believe the job is theirs by right of blood or influence alone. How wrong they are, I expect results, yet I am often disappointed. After a long day, I am complaining to Eifne when she interrupts me. Let me do something about it, husband. A few lessons might sharpen their wits. Queen Eifne. She would lose opinion of me. Patriarch Swearford is in need of some guidance. Yes, Patriarch is my friend. I'm sure he would appreciate it and not be offended by some education there. And, oh, level of splendor's increased. We're now glorious. Look at that. Children are born with 800 prestige. Marrying into the dynasty gives 700 prestige. And the rulers get a maximum of 45 long reign opinion. Impressive stuff there. Very nice. In fact, we do actually have some supply issues. We could start sieging if we really wanted to. Let's go ahead and just move the men. Actually, I think it's best. No, it's fine. We'll move the men. All is fine. They're going to attack us here with a very small force, but nothing to be scared of. While my sister, Princess Elswith, certainly knows a thing or two about lawmaking, Empress Eifne thinks it is time for her to widen her horizons. I could acquire some new tomes, prepare a few assignments, tutor her a little. Which subject do you think would benefit Elswith the most? Oh, she's very good at stewardship. But she's not, she's not such a learned person. And we are, my wife. So let's go ahead and educate her on theology. Make her see the way. There we go. That's going to be a very easy victory there with our men-at-arms. Anything interesting going on here? Not really. There we go. Everything's looking fine. The war is going in our favour. We just got to keep an eye on these lands, because I imagine the enemy will start sieging them sooner rather than later. This is going to be done in 30 days. We should probably go ahead and interrupt that siege soon. But for now, I guess we could just keep on sieging here. Because how long is that going to take? 7 months. We're sieging much faster than they can. And we're also taking prisoners as well. Let's continue moving across their lands. And we can take this. Now, I think we're okay here for now. That's a lot of enemy armies moving in close, though. As I step over the threshold to my Patriarch Swearford's office, I find him bent deeply over a book. This translation of Hierophilus is atrocious, he says with a sigh. If I were to follow these instructions, I am as likely to cure my patient as I am to kill them outright. Let me have a look, my friend. And there we go, he's increased his learning by 2 because we helped him translate the text. It's always good to have good relations in court, isn't it? We can declare wars. Let's not go ahead and do that right now. Luckily, it seems these guys are fighting amongst themselves or something. So that's delayed the siege a little. My daughter-in-law, Condal, has given birth to a son. Who shall we call you? Con. There we go. May you grow strong and wise, Con. Welcome to the Empire of Ireland. One day, you'll be happy, I'm sure. There we go. We're taking some more prisoners. Ah, our allies have arrived. Should we go and help with this siege? I think we should. I don't think this rebellion is going to last too long, is it? we're doing very decent at the moment. We could also go ahead and siege down these lands as well. Shouldn't be too much of a pain here. More fighting going on in the north. To my liege, it is time for you to recognize the full independence of Sweden. Oh, no. And the other states in the independence faction accept our demands or face our swords on the battlefield. Not Sweden again. Okay, I will not be threatened. This is a troubling time, though. Yeah, we've lost 900 levies because of this. What I will do, let's go ahead and call our allies to the independence war as well. We can ransom. Let's not do that because it's probably helping us with war score. We should be able to win this war relatively soon, and then we're going to have to deal with Sweden once again. Oh dear. It's very much a common theme by now, isn't it? Due to the war between you, you can no longer sway King Astrid. Okay. Are there any more factions wanting to rise up? What's the Kingdom of Ireland? Really? Really? Do you know what? I'm gonna start swaying you. We could just revoke his title, but I don't want to annoy people too much right now. We need a new steward. My sister and vassal. Yes. There we go, sister. Please look after the realm. We're having a bit of trouble at the moment. All those relations we worked on in the last episode aren't coming that much in handy. To the miserable Emperor Wolfmare, of course, I should join you in this war. Excellent. Thank you very much. I'm not that miserable, though. I promise. Okay. We're only 49% war score. Should we just march into this army? We can probably wipe them out. However, maybe it's not the best idea. But maybe it's what we're going to do anyway. No, it's not. Let's not do that. Let's be somewhat smart of this. We need a commander. There we go. My marshal. You guys have the siege equipment. Go north. I need you to continue this. We're going to put our other armies here as well. You can get some replenishment and just make sure there's no supply issues going on here. We're under siege. Okay. That's up here. We're probably also going to be sieged over in Denmark as well. Yeah, the Swedish are coming. Oh, that's not the Swedish, but one of our other vassals. Oh, wow. We've definitely been thrown into chaos here, haven't we? All is fine. Do not worry. We have supply issues because it's winter. There we go. We're leaving winter now, I think, so it should be okay. Let's go ahead and keep an eye on this. Only 3 months to siege. That's all looking fine. Now, these guys, they're still fighting amongst one another. So, we'll let them carry on with that. They're just weakening themselves there. We're losing the war with Sweden. That's okay as well. We can focus on that after. A pallid individual who looks as if she has spent her life skulking underground is lurking in the corner of my throne room. I've heard tell you might want a secret passage installed. I can craft any impure corridor your twisted heart desires. I can even add an obelette to your bedroom for your lover to throw you into in the heat of passion. What? I mean, we don't have any spare gold. I shall enter and leave rooms only by the front door, wench. Be gone. That must be a second or third time she's come to offer her services. She'll get the message eventually. There we go. 5 days left on the siege. That's all going well there. Taking some more prisoners. Hopefully we can ransom them after the war is done. Let's go ahead and siege this down as well. This war should be over relatively soon, or at least I hope so. So far it's going well. Of course, though, Sweden is a big problem. We need to keep an eye on. That's a lot of notifications. Powerful vassals expect council positions. Let's just ignore that for now. Hopefully they don't rise against me as well. A new learning lifestyle pack. Let's go ahead and get Know Thyself. When death of natural causes is 1 year away, you will receive a warning. That should be somewhat useful to help organise things. And of course it gets us a little bit closer to whole of body. There we go. We've won the siege. A little bit more gold. We're not bankrupt quite yet. Let's go ahead and siege this settlement down. And what I'm going to do is also relocate these armies. Just so they're somewhere a bit more tactical in case we come under attack. Notable guest has arrived, has a claim. Well, we can't push that right now, I'm afraid. Ah, what's this? Your culture has discovered the fascination battlements. Okay, so once we finish these wars, what we can do then is then upgrade our castles to a keep. We just need 500 gold. For now, let's go ahead and choose a new fascination. I have all of these, correct? I do. Right, that's good to know. We could upgrade our siege equipment. However, what's this? Medieval military buildings is probably good. I want buildings. That's development. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and research burrs. That's going to be done in 14 years. And then we can improve our archers a little bit more as well. How? 6 months. Okay, that's not too long, actually. Usually when there's that big warning, it's going to take multiple years. But luckily, that's not the case right now. We are being sieged over here. Should we interrupt this? Ask Head of Faith for gold. We're going to do it because we're in debt. We need to get ourselves out of debt. What I might do is actually stop sieging this and go ahead and interrupt this siege. We have enough manpower. Greetings, Emperor Wolfmare of Ireland. I have considered your plight and decided to grant your request. May these funds help you spread the true faith in your lands. This gold will heal my aching coffers. Let's go ahead and stop this. We're out of debt for at least a moment. Oh dear. Now we're fighting these guys. That's fine. It should be a very easy battle. There we go. It's already over. Nothing to concern ourselves with there. Now, there is a lot of manpower over here. I think we should be absolutely fine. As the days pass by and I hear nothing about the White Hart, I grow restless. Surely someone must have seen it. What about all the peasants littering the plains? Maybe I should appeal for their assistance. Send a missive. Why not? We must find this White Hart. I know it isn't a lie. It has to exist. There's no way it doesn't exist. Oh dear. We should probably go ahead and stop this. Oh, they've already won the siege. Okay, I see how this is going. Let's try and win back the siege then. It's hard to know what parts are ours and what parts are theirs sometimes. In fact, are you fighting another war at the moment? You are. Okay. So you're fighting 2 wars. That's good for us. What's not good for us is Sweden is winning their independence war. And I don't like that. My daughter Lucia seems to have been having a difficult time at our latest feast. She buried her face in her food, and then the only talking she did was asking for serving after serving. Ah, my daughter's gluttonous. Lucia frowns at moderation. She wants it all. Food is always a joy. I agree. There we go. That's all looking fine. Oh, we're being attacked. Let's bring in the levies as a reinforcement. They're going to arrive a little bit late though, aren't they? There we go. We've already won the battle. It's a fort that counts. Let's go ahead and move the levies back down here. Just so we don't run into supply issues. That's the main worry there. Okay, so we've won this. We still haven't won the war though, have we? Not even close. I tell you what, why don't we go down here? We can stop this siege afterwards as well. There we go. Maybe this will help us give us the victory that we're searching for. And then we got to deal with Sweden, oh dear. There we go. We've managed to capture someone important there. And, oh, that's a very good outcome there. Let's go ahead and enforce the demands. We'll have to worry about imprisonment and revoking titles afterwards. Greetings, my thoughtful liege. May you live in harmony and contentment. I know when I am defeated. It seems I am left with no choice but to comply with your demands. So be it. And there we go. Now what we could do... Oh, look at this. Let's go ahead and ransom all these prisoners. That should give us a nice little bit of gold as well. Oh dear. It's gonna... There we go. It scrolls up every time. Another 50 gold there. My vassal. 99 gold. I'll take it. Right now I'm just trying to stay out of the negatives. what we also might be able to do... Prince Oswald... Okay, no, that's different. Let's just go ahead and ignore this. What we need to do now is sail over to Sweden. Let's take back these lands. Now, they have less men. Where are the majority of their soldiers, then? Are they fighting 2 wars right now? They are. That's really good for us. Let's go ahead and bring our men here. We're going to land there, and we should be able to find... Faction disbanded? What's that faction? Oh, gosh. It's too much happening. Faction to install Crinnock. Okay. So, oh no, it's not this guy, though. Right, factions are looking better. Ever so slightly. Prisoners can be ransomed. That's another 25 gold. Let's go ahead and do that. It's going to cost us... Yeah, it's going to cost us nearly 100 gold to embark. Oh, dear. The good news is, once we get across there, we should have some replenishment because we'll be in friendly territory. Let's go ahead and ransom you as well for 10 gold. Oh, we might just yet come out the other side of this. I was looking ropey. I mean, we're not out of it yet. We're losing the war by quite a bit, but I think we still have a chance. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. The man has been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. Apparently, he drew a map of the local plains for an unknown nobleman. The spies think the lord must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. That idiot belongs in the dungeon. Yeah, traitors. That's one thing we're not going to pull up with is traitors. To the dungeons with you. Of course, if you have some gold, I'll happily ransom you. Oh, our allies are here. That's good to see. Let's go ahead and interrupt this siege as quick as we can. There we go. It should be a very quick and easy battle there. We will have some reinforcements arriving. Let's just go ahead and seal ourselves here. We should be able to defend against that absolutely fine. I think Sweden weren't prepared for fighting 2 wars at once, and that's going to definitely swing in our favour. Nothing happening in that war. Let's go ahead and siege this back down. And I think for now, let's just go ahead and split our armies off, because we really need to watch the supply. It shouldn't take too long. 40 days to siege this back. There we go. And that's absolutely fine. Someone died in my dungeon. That's okay. we don't care about that. The dungeon's there for them to live out the rest of their days. Okay, so we've claimed this back. Our allies are re-sieging this. Let's go and help them. Knowing the AI, when we move away, they're probably going to move as well. So if we just help them finish this siege, it should somewhat help the war score here. Graceful aging, we increased our stewardship by 1. Very nice. Oh, we've completely walked past the siege. There we go. We helped for 2 days. All is looking fine. We're still... we're still... Yeah, we're still minus. Why is this? War score from held objectives. Is that because... Is this the war objective? I'm not quite sure. It might be. Let's go to the capital of Sweden. That might be the war objective. That's going to cost us a lot of gold to embark again. But if we make our way over there, I think we should be absolutely fine. Oh gosh. It's not as quite as chaotic as the Crusade for England, but it's close. It's close. Ah, there we go. We see some Swedish men. We shouldn't have to worry about them. We definitely have the numbers advantage. And there we go. The king is leading his men himself with a little bit of luck. We might even be able to capture him. I'm proud to see my son no longer as a child. So Liam has come of age now. Let's go ahead and find him a good wife then. We'll get rid of that battle. It's a bit loud, isn't it? There we go. Zoom out a bit. So we already have the good filters. Is anyone here with a good alliance? What about Edinburgh of Northampton? She is Hale. Let's see. You don't like humble characters or zealous. She's none of those. You don't like humble characters or temperate characters. There we go. Perfect match. You're inbred, Phil. We can't do that. Oh dear. I don't think there's any other alliances to be had, right? Not unless we go for something like this. I mean, she's robust. It would be a betrothal. I think for now, we'll go ahead and do that. And then in future, you'll have to marry when she comes of age. That's all looking fine. Alliance performed. Excellent. Very nice. Let's go ahead and disband these. Spread out the men as well. The supply issues, so obviously we got to keep an eye on that. How long is this going to take? 50 days, and then that should hopefully fix some of the war score. We've got some inspirations. Let's not spend any gold right now, otherwise we risk going back into debt. We gain men-at-arms negotiation 5. Oh, minus 25% maintenance. That's going to be huge. Well, we've also managed to capture a valuable hostage. That's really helped the war score there. The Swedish men are arriving once again. Let's go help our allies here. I think this war's about to finish, and we've done very well here to deal with all of our problematic vassals that decided to rise against us. 30 days, and then we've sieged this, and I hope that will give us the victory we're looking for. Neighbouring ruler won war. He's 1 year old, fighting a 12-year-old. Oh, I love Crusader Kings. There we go. Greetings, my liege. Your great appetites are renowned throughout the world. I know when I am defeated. It seems I am left with no choice but to comply with your demands. So be it. Right, let's go ahead and disband the men now. I believe your House Ivering. I'm going to revoke that title. One or more holdings in the Kingdom of Sweden are under siege. Oh, Sweden, you're in another war, aren't you? Right, let's wait for this war to be over with, and then we're going to take the Kingdom of Sweden away from House Ivering and give it to someone else. Let's go ahead and do some... 20 gold. No. What I'm going to do... We have a lot of prisoners. Okay. You have land. I'm going to revoke your title because you revolted against me. We need to dish these titles out to someone who's a bit more deserving. Same with you. We're going to... we can't revoke your titles yet, can we? If I revoke these, well, can I revoke the kingdom later on? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. That's all looking fine. No, anyone else who has titles here? You have titles. Let's go ahead and do that. You guys are lucky. I'm not just executing you straight away. Duchy of Munster. Ah, yes, I want to take this because he had a lot of manpower in those rebellions. I can't take that title, though. You're going to keep Ulster. Unfortunately, a compromise has had to be reached there. We're going to take the Duchy of Northumbria from you. Ah, the Queen of Wales. You're going to lose the Kingdom of Wales and all your titles. That's what you get for betraying the Emperor of Ireland. Right. This, I think, is all sorted now. And that's also dealt with a few factions that we had problems with. Now, we just have this guy who we're... Oh, that's different. I think we're trying to sway you. And a Danish assetry populace. Okay. Nominate successor for the Kingdom of Wales. Let's ignore that for now. What I'm going to do... We have way too many titles here, don't we? We do. What I'm going to do is we need to give the Kingdom of Wales... In fact... Let's go ahead and look at succession. Who's inheriting the Kingdom of Wales? Oh, you're my vassal. I think I can give the Kingdom of Wales to anyone. So what about my second son? Can I give you the Kingdom of Wales? No? I always forget the best way to do these things. There's so many ways. Okay, if we grant it like this. What's my second son called? I've completely forgotten. Morand. Okay, Prince Morand. I'm going to go ahead and give this to Morand. Can we search this way? No. So that's Harold. I mean, we could just give it to this child here. This son. He is married. Okay, what I'm going to do then, if I click on you and I grant titles, I'm going to give you the Kingdom of Wales, but I can't. Okay, I need to give you this and then this. And that's all fine. That's not a part of the Kingdom of Wales. We shouldn't gain any stress, right? Because we're above my domain limit. Let's go ahead and give my son the Kingdom of Wales then. And then what we can do here is we need to go ahead and pass over these vassals. We're going to gain stress, but in the long term we would gain less stress by actually giving these vassals over to my to the rightful rulers. So although, oh dear, that's dangerous. It's fine. We're just going to have to deal with the stress. Let's go ahead and get a new steward. My vassal, sure, you're going to be my new steward. This could take a lot of fixing to do. We can negotiate an alliance with my son. Let's go ahead and do that. We're still very much over the domain limit. And that's because we have all of this. Oh dear. We've created quite the mess for ourselves. I think we hold too many duchy titles as well, right? Yeah. So it's all these duchies we need to get rid of. I think. Oh no, these are... No, these are other people's duchies. So Northumbria, Munster. Ah, you have land here. I'm going to give you the petty kingdom of Munster. There we go. Do I have too many duchy titles still? I don't think so. So we solved that problem. Now we just need to solve our holdings problem. Now what I might do, I know this is going to make you powerful. In fact, maybe I don't want another powerful. Let's go ahead and give this to Liam. There we go, my other son. He's 16. I'm going to give you these 3 lands here. That should fix some of our problems. And we have loads of titles over here. Now, who do I want to give this to? You have a little bit of land. I'm going to give you this. Just get it out of my control. I don't want the stress of managing this. There we go. Okay. That's at least put us under our domain limit. We are very stressed now. Let's change Liam's contract. I want a bit more gold. That should fix itself. Oh, we're not his rightful liege. Okay. We're going to have to fix that when we're a little bit less stressed. Can we ransom? That's going to give us 10 gold. And 100 gold there. Let's take that. And I think, do we have any stress? Write our thoughts down. Let's go ahead and write our thoughts now. I grab a pen and open my journal. With each sentence that graces the paper, I feel my shoulders relaxing. The clarity this process brings is unrivaled. I dip my pen once more. That's going to get the stress down. Oh dear. I know we handed out those land titles very quickly, but it's a very chaotic situation. So I kind of want to just get it done with. Right. Imprisonment. Designate a guardian. Titles can be created. Declare wars. We can ignore this. We can transfer you. Let's do that. I know we're already stressed. But I think that at least mends the realm a little bit. We're holding the Kingdom of Sweden for ourselves. No. This Kingdom of Sweden is at war, so we can't... Yeah, we can't deal with that right now, can we? we go to our prisoners. Oh, you don't have the Kingdom of Sweden anymore? Has Sweden just been dissolved? Let's declare wars. Titles can be created. The Kingdom of Sweden and Denmark. We're going to have to recreate these. 500 gold. Okay, that's fine. We're earning plenty of gold. Right. I think we can unpause. Things are looking fine. We don't have any stress relieves. What we could do maybe is go on a hunt. That could get rid of stress. Let's go ahead and sound the horn. We need to go on a hunt. First, though, we have some... Okay. We need to go for our court artifacts as well. I think what we're going to do there is maybe go through them at the beginning of next episode, or maybe even off camera. We'll have to see. Ransom accepted. Good. Greetings, my thoughtful liege. I'm honoured by your quest, and I would be glad to call you an ally. Okay, that's my son, the Prince of Wales, or the King of Wales, I should say now. The woods truly is the mantle of the poor, but as the heart flees in panic from foraging peasants, I feel my patience wearing thin. Surely there must be better things to do in Rafunda than picking roots and mushrooms. Guards, drive the rabble out of my hunting gun. Yes, we need to... I'm trying to release some stress, guards. Please get rid of that. And now, because we own so much land, now we are getting a lot of gold, which is good. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the plains behind, as the servants prepare the heart and other game for the journey back. To heed the call of the wild is usually an adventure, and this outing truly delivered both the good and the bad in overabundance. Let us leave this adventure behind now. Oh wow, I'm so stressed. As is my character. Oh, what a chaotic. I wasn't expecting this. I thought we were going to go to war with some Asatrues and take their lands, and in reality our vassals had very different ideas. The good news is, though, we are now healthy. So we get a bit of a health boost there. My spy master has come to me with grave news, while we do not yet know who. Someone is plotting to kill my guest. Okay. I don't think that's at the top of my priority list right now, unfortunately. Sorry, my guest. And I think that's all we're going to have time for today. So if we look at the map, not too much has changed. We are earning a lot of gold now. So in the next episode, we're going to have to build some keeps and upgrade Dublin and these other various holdings we now control. Unfortunately, I really want Athlone for myself. Can I just revoke your title? No, we're just... So I don't think that's very... Yeah, it's not within our character, is it? I think next episode we're going to try and take this. As long as... Oh, gosh. Dissolution faction. We're going to have to deal with that. In fact... We're greedy. Let's not go ahead and do that then. Can I just sway you or send you a gift? We're greedy. Okay. Maybe I can just sway you and get rid of this dissolution faction. We'll have to see. But that's it for today, guys. Oh, dear. Hopefully, I don't have to worry about these vassals soon. We can create the Kingdom of Sweden and pass it off to a son. And that should solve our situation. But thanks for your support, guys. It's been amazing on the last few episodes of Crusader Kings, but that's it for today. I will see you next time.